They said in the next either 1 year or 2 years time, we're using CBT to do WAEC. And if you do not know how to use computer, how will we be able to write the
Where will
WAEC?
you even start from?
So
Hello everyone, my name is Peace Adre and this is Net City TV broadcast. And today with me in the studio is an amazing and young talented teenager. She will be explaining to us the topic child education, what it's all about, what is child education and how it has been impactful and how it has helped us shape the society to today being. So guys, with me today in the studio is
Hi everyone, I am Osaro Faithful and I'm very happy to be Net City TV today.
Okay guys, so like you heard from her, she's a young talented student and she'll be telling us more on how mentorship has been able to be impactful in the child education and how it has been able to shape us and how it has been able to shape them, in particular the students. So you're welcome to today's show, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so today we'll actually be discussing about more on the education system and how it has been able to reform us as individual even to the present time, right? Are you ready for this show, ma'am?
I'm very ready.
Okay, so firstly I'll be going with, how do you think that the current education system is preparing students well for the future? Do you think that the current education system is preparing students well for the future?
Yes, I think so because number one, if they do not have education, they will not be able to stand up to people that will help them in the future. Like especially when they are learning English, because English helps them to communicate very well with the people that, let's say if you go for an interview now and you need to communicate with the person that's interviewing you to get the job, if you don't know how to speak English well or if you don't know how to interact well, they will not pick you for the job, number one, because you need to communicate well so that others that are going to be like addressing when you become one of them will be able to understand what you say. So number one, you have to go to school so that you'll be able to understand, like learn English well and learn everything you need so that you can be able to become someone in the future.
Yeah, how to communicate with the outside world,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Not just within yourself. You need to like English language. Not like those of us that failed English language back then in school. Okay, so you're trying to tell the teachers out there that they should pay more attention to the emotions of their students.
yes, because you don't know, like you don't know the how the person is, whether the person will feel bad. Because some people, if you insult them, they will just leave it, like they will just leave it because it does not have any impact on them. But there are some of them that even if you just tell them that they are stupid, that only that word will be able
break
to
them
like
down
yes,
totally.
yes,
Yeah, that's very nice. So please, like you've heard, teachers, be more mindful to the emotions of your students, the way you interact with your students, because I think from apart from the parents, the teachers are like the second parents, like guidance to every student. So I feel more emotional like attention should be given to every student out there.
Yes.
Thank you very much for this note. So we'll be moving forward now. I want to ask you, in the technology aspect, how has technology impacted learning experience for you in particular? Let's start from there.
Okay, thank you for that question.
You're welcome.
Technology has impacted us greatly because now we're in the jet age, and we need technology very well because there's no place you go to that they do not use technology, they do not use computer. So technology, which is computer, we need that aspect very well because we need to have the knowledge of it. Like now, they said in the next either 1 year or 2 years time, we're using CBT to do WAEC. And if you do not know how to use computer, how will we be able to write the
Where
WAEC?
will you even start from?
So that is the thing. We need technology very well because we need to have the knowledge to like be able to like overcome future circumstances when it comes to those aspects.
Wow,
Yes.
future circumstances. All right. So you're trying to tell us that technology has helped you in particular. It has helped you in particular, right?
Yes, very, very, very. Like I'll be able
Okay.
to like now if my mom says that she able to do something at full now, I can be able to do it because I have the knowledge on that particular aspect. So now I know very well technology, computer in particular. So I've been learning computer for a few years now, and I'm very Like, I know it very well because I have been doing it. And anytime someone has a problem with their phones or computer, I can be able to solve it because why I've been learning it.
So you're trying to say that practice keeps us going, right?
Yes, yes.
So whatever you keep doing, you do it well when the time
Yes,
comes.
yes.
So if you leave it, it will leave you.
It's really
That's what
yes.
you're trying to tell us. So you're trying to tell us that technology has been impactful to us because it's something that needs to be in us for us to be able to bring it out,
Yes.
right? All right, guys, that was so interesting. Okay, you know about the regular AI that everybody is talking about.
Yes.
AI has helped students in terms of assignment. You're really used to it. The AI Gen Zs. Okay, so now I want to ask you this question: do you think AI or virtual reality could enhance education? Now, the virtual reality I'm actually talking about is like the normal way, the traditional way. You know the way they'll tell you 1+1. Your parents will bring some
Two
parents.
stones. Yes.
Thank you very much. Yeah, like that kind of scenarios and others. Okay, that's the visual reality we're actually talking about. So, do you think that AI or visual reality has actually helped us shape our education? So, which one will you prefer? If they ask you now to choose, do you prefer the stone or the wood than the AI? Which one?
Because AI is faster and they'll explain to you better. But there's a disadvantage of that AI too, because if you are always using AI, you will not want to know the beginning of that problem. You always want to, I mean, since I can do this AI, let me just go there and do the answer. But you know, if they call you outside to come and solve that same thing, and you won't have to solve it because why? You don't know this from the like you don't know
backyard method.
Yes, you don't go to straight to the point. You just went to AI because AI will give you the answer.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you feel which one is more better? You actually said you feel the AI is better.
It's better, but it's not everything that we should use AI for. Sometimes we need to go back to the main place where we started.
The foundation.
Yes. So I prefer the manual method.
You prefer the manual method?
Yes. So we should, even if we want to use the AI, they should not give us full access to it. Only when we know that we cannot do it. But some people they can do it, but they don't want stress. They will just go to AI. But if you know you can do it, use your head so that will stick in your head. But if you don't know it, you can go to AI. AI will explain it to you.
Wow. So you're trying to tell us that AI and the visual reality, the both of them, work hand in hand.
Yes.
So we shouldn't let go of the AI, and we shouldn't let go of the visual reality. So we should work together because the visual reality brings us back to the foundation. But the AI is something we should use to enhance more
our knowledge. Yes.
Okay, so those of you that are using backyard method, please, like you've heard from a fellow student like you, our dear parents, please take note. The AI should not be the order of the day. There should be more of visual reality out there. Take them back to that method that your parents use in bringing you up, to that parent you had, that father and mother you are right now, to your children. Hope this is being helpful. Thank you very much for that answer. So now we'll be going to the life skills. How it has helped us and all that. So now I would love to ask you this. We're coming to the parents aspect now. So what role do you think mentorship or guidance plays in education?
Okay, I think that mentorship, which is our teachers and our parents, they play an important role in which they always advise us, like they always tell us to read our books, like they always remind us that we have to read our books so that we pass. And if we not read our book, definitely we will not pass. So teachers are.
Is that what they make you to believe?
Yes, because if some students are too stubborn, they are too lazy, they don't like reading because they think that reading is too stressful, and later they will not come out with the result that they want. They want to carry first position, but they are too lazy to read, so that they will carry that first position. So I think teachers is to help too. Sometimes using cane. If the students are too stubborn, they will use cane to like bring you back to read your book. But some students that used to listen, once they tell you to read your book so that you will not fail tomorrow. Yes, from there they will start reading their books, and you'll be surprised with the result that they will bring out the next day, because why they used to listen. So I think teachers too used to help in bringing up students to be like successful, like bringing your students to be more intelligent and more learned when it comes to education.
Okay, so now let me pick out something from there. You said some teachers make use of cane to recorrect the brain of the students. Let me use that word. Okay, now let me ask you: do you think the use of cane is really necessary in terms of education?
Yes, it's necessary.
Why do you say
Very
that?
necessary because some students they think that the teachers cannot, like if teachers talk and like more than 5 times and they not listen, so they think that if the teachers not use cane, they think that the teachers are just like playing with them, they're just joking. But when you carry cane, when they see that cane, some of them used to fear cane very well, like me, I used to fear cane. So when like you talk to them and they not listen and you like give them like 2 or 3 from there, they'll start picking up. But some teacher some students, especially boys, very stubborn. They don't used to hear. Even if you flog them, no matter the kind of cane you flog them, they'll not listen to you. When it comes to that time, then you cannot take it directly to the principal because the principal, everybody's fear the principal. So when you take it to the principal, she will threaten you with suspension or expel. So when you hear those 2 words, you'll be afraid and you will not want to offend again because you know that if you offend, they will give you like 1 week suspension or 2 weeks suspension. Yeah. So when cane did not work, I think they should take it to the further aspect, like threaten them to give them suspension or to give them expulsion. But I think cane
to the superiors.
Yeah. So but cane used to always work, except for some stubborn ones.
And some stubborn ones, like you that is scared of cane, right?
Yeah, I'm scared of cane. So I used to offend because I don't like I offend. My teachers would flog me. Yes.
So you don't want the cane.
No.
So it's better you do it.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, that's nice. Alright. Okay, so like when the teacher is coming into the class, we have to take permission because we know that the next thing is doing. You can just point him from the back, even if you run to the back, he will tell you, you stand up, come to the class. Olodo, is it people that like staying at the back? Is it people that like, do you understand? They feel that people at the back seat. Thank you. Yes, and I feel this takes us back to what we actually talked about, the whole emotional stuff and all that. Teachers paying attention to students' emotions and all that. So back then in school, once the teacher is coming like this, we have to take excuses. I want guys myself.
Yes.
Oh, yesterday in school.
No, not me. I look like that very well.
Okay. So then I'll be like, excuse me, I want to go outside, I want to use myself. Or some girls that have actually started their monthly flow and all that might just tell the teacher that, sir, I'm having cramps, I need to go outside. Those kind of petty excuses just to exempt ourselves from that calling outside, you come and do this one, you come and do that one. Chicken. So all these things, do you think they are all necessary in the learning process?
No, they are not necessary because if you're always afraid of a subject, if you don't understand, if you're always afraid of a subject, you will not have any knowledge of that subject at all. So if you don't understand what teacher is teaching you, go after the class, go and meet teacher and tell the teacher that you don't understand.
Wait,
then
you say if you do not understand a subject, go and meet the teacher. But you know there are some teachers you cannot approach.
Yes, there are some of them you cannot approach, but I'm sure that it's not only that teacher that knows the subject in the school. There are others that know that subject too.
Okay.
So if you cannot meet that your particular teacher, you can go and meet others that you think know it, but make sure that you know that subject because even if the teacher tell you that although you don't have sense, all these kind of things, that will even give you more motivation to even show the teacher that you can do it and there's nothing that you cannot do. So if you cannot meet that teacher for explanation, you can go and meet other teachers or your parents, or you can use the help of internet.
Wow. Thank you very much for that beautiful answers. So do not run away from any subject in school. Make sure you strive hard, no matter the insult, no matter whatever is coming from, whether your teacher, your parents, or anybody, your friends. It can be friends. It might not even be in school. It might not even be your teachers and all that. But whatever is coming from your prayer group and all that, make sure you take it up as a challenge, right? Yes. As a motivation to strive harder, to push it going, right? Yes. Thank you very much for that. Okay, so now, what's that thing you've learned in school that has surprised you and motivated you and sparked your interest in knowledge to know more? What is that thing that in school it has sparked that interest in you, that has motivated you to keep going? Yeah.
Now, there is a teacher in my school. That man is always in everything that involves money. Like he says, you always have to invest so that
Yeah.
in the future, when you have an emergency, you have enough to care for that emergency. So
Yes.
I think always, like, even if it doesn't matter if you are young, like always have something that you know how to do, so that will make money for you, so that in case you don't have a job or something like that, that skill that you learned will be able to like give you what you need, like the money you need in the future. So I think that I would like to be like that my teacher, that always, like, he has many things he can do, and all those things he can do them, and all of them used to give him money at the same
Wow.
time. Like he can be cashing from here at the same day, only because he know how to do all those things. So
Okay.
that's what I learned from school, that you should always have a, like, you must not have only head, like you don't need only your brain. You need to have other skills too, that you'll be
Skills
able
to
to.
actually push you out there.
Yeah, so
Wow.
you must have like up to like two or three skills. You must not have only like one skill. One skill, maybe that skill that maybe it might not help in the future. It's another one that you have that will help you. So you have to have like two or three skills together, so that even if you have money, at least you can still be doing something else that will make you happy. Yeah, so that's it.
Okay, okay, that's beautiful. So now you're trying to tell us that we need to have more than one skill as an
Yes.
individual. We need to go wide.
Yes.
You need to learn whatever you can learn.
Yeah.
If it's tailoring, learn. If it's fashion designing, learn. If it's catering, learn. Anything, just learn it, because anyone can actually bring in income for you tomorrow. It
Yes.
might not be what you're studying in school, right?
Yes.
Wow. Thank you very much. Now, what can you say to your parents out there, to all parents all over Nigeria out there? What can you say to them concerning education system?
Okay. I think that parents should always have an eye on their children,
Mm.
like those ones that are going, the ones that are going to school. Like it should always be watchful of your children, the kind of
Observant.
friends they keep in school, the kind of things they do in school. Like you should like have a teacher that watch over your students when they are in school, so that they they will not go astray while you are at home and they are in school,
Okay.
because there are some of them that in school though, in at home they'll behave well, but when they go to school you see another different character they will have.
Another totally different person.
Yes, and all because of friends that you follow. Because some
Yeah.
friends have bad characters they bring from home, and you that have a
Okay.
good character, you now be influenced by them. So I'm sure that when parents have an eye on their children, like if your child has a phone, like you should be able to monitor the phone and monitor what they do on the phone, so that when you are not there tomorrow, they'll be able to defend themselves, and when they are not there, they'll be able to you'll be able to defend them. Like if anybody's talking bad about them, you're able to defend them, because you know that they cannot do something bad. But if you don't know anything about your child, if you say your child's story, you will not even know whether it's true or not, because you are not monitoring the child.
Your advice to other students out there is they should prioritize a subject over the others because they are good at it or not.
No, you should not prioritize one student over others, because if you like this, I'm not saying you should not like it, though, but you should give your best to all the subjects.
Yeah.
Because if you give your best to only one subject and you are poor in other subjects, it's not take you anywhere. You see your result will still be bad no matter what you do. Even if you get 100 over 100 in biology or physics and you get like 50, 40, 30 in other subjects, it will not still give you a good result. So you should like and love all subjects, because if when the knowledge of all subjects, you don't know where you'll be tomorrow. Because if you only like a biology but you don't know maths, or you don't know civic, or you don't know any other subject, when you go somewhere tomorrow now and the what you don't know is what they ask you to give now, what will
Yeah.
you be able to do? You will not be able to do anything. So you have to like all subjects together and work hard for all the subjects together. But if you want, you can research more on the one you like, but make sure you are balancing all the other ones, because that will help you very well, and you don't know where you will land tomorrow.
But there's this saying that goes that everybody's brains are not the same, right?
Yes.
Okay. So do you think you can use your own aspect for others? Like, do you think the way you read, the way you study and all that, do you think you can use that method for someone else?
No, everybody has their own different way of studying. And
Okay.
like when I study now, I don't like reading in the afternoon or in the evening because okay, I even prefer evening to afternoon because in the afternoon I'm not even understand anything I'm reading. But some
Okay.
people like reading in the afternoon better than when they read in the evening.
Okay.
But for people like me now, in the evening and in the night is where when I get things more clearer. But if you don't understand something, like if they teach you something in school now, I don't understand it, and you know that you understand it better when you get to my like only the one doing it, you
Hmm.
understand better. But some people like learning in groups, while others like learning themselves. But like me, I like reading by myself. I don't like reading with people because some of them are faster than me in grabbing what they read. Because me, I need to take it step by step. But some people they can just read something once and it will enter their brain. So those ones they don't need too much work when they are reading. But those that are slow learners, they have to go home, research and
Research,
like have
research,
more
research.
knowledge.
Yes,
Yes.
like those ones that they used to go. There's this saying that our teachers used to say blockhead. Your teacher used to tell you that thing.
No.
They didn't use that word blockhead. Okay, back then in school, I remember there was this our teacher, business studies. Did you do it? Shorthand.
Yes. Yes.
You study shorthand. You know how difficult it is
Yes.
shorthand writing. So back then in school, when they call you to the board, I don't know if they do it this time around, but back then in school, the teacher might just come to the class. There's this teacher that we are always afraid of, and that's business studies.